So, we head to my account. We head right here, community. You guys voted for Into Development for my next stream, so we're going to do more Into Development. No, we are not going to go off topic. I'm sorry. This is normal, a normal Into Development stream or something. I don't really know. Anyways, let's go into. Wait. Hold on, let me find it. You know what? I'm just gonna. Alright, so. Bro, talk, please. I am talking. What are you talking about? I am a person who exists. Yes, you are. Next we do co-op because I like doing co-op with you. Okay, that's fine. Anyways, I need to find that playlist again.
The world can be a big complicated.
With Asana, tasks and company-wide goals are.
I don't care. Anyways, we have our character. I'm just gonna make another workspace. Okay, generic lemon. I guess you are Sigma. Yeah. Alright. So first,
writing this code for. So property of O player, in this case our sprite.
Alright, let me open these both up. Now let me do that. So they're all like fully screened.
Index, which basically tells the object what sprite to use, okay? In the
Oh, right, I need to work on that falling animation. Yo, can I help with the animations? Maybe. Depends though. Depends on the art style and stuff, you know? Hope you get it. Oh, nope, that's my icon. Open file, idle. Bam, now we have all of his color palette. I'm actually gonna save this. Let's see if I can. Libri palette. Right. Oh. That's weird. Okay. That's fine. You are banana. Okay. Oh, wait. You know what? save. Nope. I'm just gonna save this copy. I'm just gonna remove these frames now. Alright, anyways. A lot of these sprites are not going to be in the final game. Oh wait, I don't even need a face. Bam. I can turn on onion layers. Hi, Dad.
Hi, bud. What you doing?
Working on some sprites for the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I have a big hug?
Yeah.
Oh,
Love you.
love you too.
Send you a sprite for reference? Yeah, I can send you a sprite. Hold on.
Who you talking to?
What?
Who you talking to?
My live chat?
Oh.
Mine. Send to you. Is that your homie or dad? That's my dad. He's definitely my homie though. He's very chill. Let me send it to Carlo though. I sent it to him. Alright. Bam, bam. Alright, anyways. I'm gonna turn on a bit of music.
techno.
Why won't I drink and drive? Because I refuse to be responsible for taking the lives of my friends. I refuse to watch as some stranger is rushed away because I couldn't make one responsible decision. Because I couldn't say no. I want to live my life without regret and knowing I can continue to pursue my dreams. Go to college, get a job. That's my why.
Safe driving starts with sober choices. Visit safeandsober.org for more resources.
Battle for objects. Why's my brother screaming bloody murder? Hold on. What's going on? I think my brother just... Something's happening. What do you mean sorry about yesterday? I don't know if Lucas is okay right now. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I think my brother is hurt really badly. Oh, right, okay. I forgive you. I think, I think my brother is in pain. kind of scared. I don't know what's happening. All I all I heard was that my brother like cut his hand on something. That's all I heard. For a second I thought he just got like five. For a second I thought he just got like 5 crown victory royals or something in Fortnite, but no. I'm kind of worried now. Cause I am kind of sad. I don't know what happened. My brother sounds like he's in a lot of pain. That's not a good thing. Um, but like it sounds bad because he was screaming like at the top of his lungs. Kind of worried about that. I hope he's okay. Let's just try to continue the stream. Music is loud. It really isn't that loud, honestly. My brother's not dead. You know, I would go check up on him. Is Lucas okay? What's going on?
Yeah, he's fine.
Super worried.
No, he cut his finger a little bit, but he's fine. And he was playing VR and hit his hand on a sharp thing.
Okay, so I just found out that my brother was like, that's ink. Yeah, I guess he didn't cut like his wrist open. I thought he cut his wrist open, but it was like a part of his finger, not a full part of his finger. He didn't rip a full part of his finger off. He like cut a part of it, and apparently he was like screaming because it was bleeding a lot. Like, I think it was like all over his hand. I'm not sure, but I guess that's what happened. So I guess it wasn't too bad, but at the same time it sounded really, really bad. So I'm a bit less worried now. I mean, I have hit my hand, and I have like hit my hand while playing VR before, and like cut part of my hand open. That always sucks. Yeah, but like, I think he's fine. He's still crying, but like, I hope he's feeling better. What do you mean? This is Easy Breezy by Rizzy. It's probably one of my favorite Rizzy songs ever. Shut up. God. Anyways. Is there any villains in Into? Actually, the villain of the game, quote unquote villain of the game, actually he is like a straight up villain. Is actually based off of an art project I did a while back, like last year I think. Okay, anyways. say Derek Fleming. You am good guy.
T-Mobile 5G internet keeps getting better. Boost your connection to harder-to-reach places with Home Internet Plus and get internet right where you want it.
With Wi-Fi that reaches the attic, I finally have a home office.
Get a free upgrade to T-Mobile Home Internet Plus while supplies last. Home Internet Plus starts at $50 a month with autopay and any voice line. Check availability at T-Mobile.com/homeinternet.
During congestion, customers on this plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using greater than 1.2 terabytes per month due to data prioritization. After $20 bill credit plus $5 per month without autopay. Debit bank account required. Regulatory fees included for qualifying accounts. $35 connection charge applies.
Witching season has arrived on Disney Plus with Marvel Television's Agatha All Along.
What really happened to you?
The Scarlet Witch took every bit of power I had.
The only way to end the curse is to face it. We're up against our worst nightmares.
Make an object show where Chris is the host.
Agatha.
Soon.
There's a story there.
Maybe. Probably not. Maybe.
Now streaming only on
Probably
Disney
not.
Plus.
Maybe. So you're not gonna like. So you're not going to make like community posts anymore? Is that what you're trying to say? Now for Jackboi's channel. I know, Asgore is an amazing song. Thanks, because me and Lucas are going to play Fortnite. I need an extra screen. Of course. Thanks. Yep. No, we cannot do Gartic Phone right now. At the beginning I said we are not going off topic. Spray index, where's spray index? Let me see it in full action. Your stream is frozen. Try to make his eyes look like, try to make his eyes like facing forward instead of like straight at the camera. Cause it looks kind of like goofy when he's just looking straight at the camera. Like, no, like move his eyes entirely in his mouth, like all the way to the front right there. Yeah, I'll screenshot it and show you what I mean.
T-Mobile 5G internet keeps getting better. Boost your connection to harder-to-reach places with Home Internet Plus and get internet right where you want it.
With Wi-Fi that reaches the attic, I finally have a home office.
Get a free upgrade to T-Mobile Home Internet Plus while supplies last. Home Internet Plus starts at $50 a month with autopay and any voice line. Check availability at T-Mobile.com/homeinternet.
During congestion, customers on this plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using greater than 1.2 terabytes per month due to data prioritization. After $20 bill credit plus $5 per month without autopay. Debit or bank account required. Regulatory fees included for qualifying accounts. $35 connection charge applies.
It's just studying at home. How hard could it be? You just gotta ignore the outside world. And stop getting distracted by all the things you're going to do afterwards.
Anyways.
Maybe you need a little help to stay in the zone. Try putting on some chill tunes and chewing sugar-free extra gum, so you can get back into the moment with long-lasting flavor. Chew extra gum.
What game are you using? It's called Livery Sprite. It's used to make like cool games and stuff. Here, I'll send the link. That's my link. Swear to God. Oh dang, it didn't save. Okay. Whatever. Oh, right, I need to import that sprite though. Import jump frog. Yes. Oh yeah, that's right.
resource tree, all your different sprites, you can set it to different sprites and that'll tell the object what sprite to use. By default, it's whatever you set it as in the object, which is S-player or our idle sprite. So by changing it to S-player A, we're going to change to our air sprite, which, as you can remember, is just an up frame and a falling frame, okay? Because of that, we then want to set our image speed to 0. You can see that's turned green, that's another built-in property. That's how fast the animation should happen if you've got multiple frames. But as we discussed earlier, if I go to this sprite, we don't actually want it to animate because that would look like this, which is not what we want. We'll want this one to animate, our running sprite, later, because that's an actual animation, but this one we don't want to animate, we just want to pick.
Okay, so I can just edit it and like choose message again. Bam, 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 bam. That's easy. Alright, let's run this. Oh.
One of these frames to show, okay? Something you might, if you're coming from GameMaker 1.x, if you're not, if you're starting in GMS2, don't worry, ignore this little bit I'm just going to say. But if you're coming over from 1.x, you
exact same thing. Oh, I see, okay. Oh. Check out Rewind real quick. What was that error? Oh, I'm stupid. Never mind. Okay, hold on. Oh, this is weird. It's not supposed to happen. Anyways, I'm gonna read chat now.
you might
Showbro, Perfect Pepper. I have no pets in my home. Oh, my mom will let me a pet like a cat and a dog, but I'm scared of these pets. So yeah.
might be used to image speed working a little bit differently. Before, image speed used to actually set the number of frames per step, essentially. So like at 60, room speed of 60, an image speed of 1 would actually mean your sprite would animate at 60 frames a second, right? Here the image speed is a multiplier instead. It's a multiplier that's applied to the sprite. you now actually set the animation speed in terms of frames per second in the sprite itself. Okay, well here where it said speed, previously that was just used in GMS1 to preview an animation speed, and then you would set it all in objects. Now that actually sets the animation speed of your sprite. So here I've got them at 15 frames a second. It's kind of a reasonable animation speed. Makes it easier to kind of like actually set it, because you can get it to exactly the frames per second you want, and you know that this is what it's actually going to look like in the game, at least when you have an image speed of 1. So if I had an image speed of 2, it would play this at twice the speed. It would play at something like that in the game, okay? But because I have this set to 15 and I will have an image speed of 1 when I use it, it'll play it at this speed. Whereas with this one, by setting image speed to 0, we're going to multiply this 15 by 0 so that we get 0 frames a second, so it's always just still. Okay? Sorry for that little detour. You can ignore that if you're starting in Gaming Studio 2, or hopefully maybe it made sense to you. I don't know. But either way, image speed is a multiplier that affects the speed of your sprite, which, as I said, you can set in the sprite resource. So for our air sprite, we want that to be 0. We don't want an image speed at all. But how do we know which frame we actually want to use? Well, that depends on whether we're going up or down. Now, if we're in the air, we're going to have a vertical speed of some description, right? And we want to check to see if that vertical speed is positive or negative. Now, we already kind of know how to do that, if you remember from last time. I went a bit quick with this in last time, so sorry if you did forget. We did sine VSP. The function sine returns 1 if a number is positive, and -1 if it's negative, okay? So all I have to do is check whether or not sine VSP is greater than 0, for example. If it's greater than 0, it means it must be 1, which means it must be positive, and if VSP is positive, it means we're moving downwards, okay? It means we're moving positively in the Y direction, which means we're moving downwards. Remember, positive in the Y direction is down, negative in the Y direction is up, okay? So if sine VSP greater than 0, okay?
Alright, so if sine VSP
greater than symbol 0. So if that's greater than 0, as I said, it means we're moving down. So if we're moving down, we need to use the falling frame. So let's go back quickly to this sprite, see which frame is which. So you see our first frame here is our jumping frame, and our second frame is our falling frame. Now, frame indexes start at 0, even though it says here current frame 1 of 2. In terms of the index, the first frame is frame 0, and the second frame is frame 1. Okay, it counts from 0 upwards. So like in our 4-frame sprite, you've actually got 0, 1, 2, 3, for example. Just worth remembering that. Let's go back to our code. So if we are moving down, we want it to be that second frame. The second frame is frame number 1, okay? As weird as that might seem. So image index rather than sprite index. Sprite index determines which sprite we're using. Image index determines which frame of that sprite we're using, okay? So image index equals 1, okay? So if we're moving negatively, if we're moving positively, which means we're moving down, set the frame to be frame 1. Otherwise, else image index equal 0. Now, I apologize if I've not.
Because I couldn't say no. I want to live my life without regret, and knowing I can continue to pursue my dreams, go to college, get a job. That's my why.
Safe driving.
Not explained. I don't think we did this before. I've done what's called an inline if statement. So you remember before when I explained if statements, I said that if the condition in the brackets is true, you do whatever's in the curly brackets here. You don't actually have to use those curly brackets. You can actually just put the command you want to do immediately after the brackets like that, and that's called an inline if statement. Okay, so that's just one line if statement there. And you see I ended it with a semicolon there, which tells GameMaker where the sort of line of code officially.
Oh, wait, what?
When you have kids, you get opinions.
I'd have them in bed by 8.
If it's under 65 degrees outside, they need a coat.
I can't turn off those comments, but I can turn off comments on my teens' TikTok videos. Comment settings on TikTok.
You can actually just put the command you want to do immediately after the brackets like that, and that's called an inline if statement. Okay, so that's just one line if statement there. And you see I ended it with a semicolon there, which tells GameMaker where the sort of line of code officially ends, which means I can actually start coding again right away, even though it's, you know, physically still on the same line. GameMaker interprets it as kind of the next line. And what I can do is use this else statement, and what else does is basically, if the condition here is not true, it'll do this stuff instead, okay? That's different to, say, just putting it down here, because then if we just put it down here, it would happen regardless of whether or not this was true. But by putting it after an else statement, it's only going to do it if this is not true, okay? So if it is true, do this. If it's not true, do that. Something else I should point out with semicolons as well that might have been a tripping point for people in the first part of the tutorial is I remember I said that you put a semicolon at the end of every single line. When you're doing a statement like an if statement or a while statement that opens a pair of curly brackets, you don't want to put a semicolon on the end of the line where those brackets open, okay? So not at the end of like an if statement like this or a while statement like this. Because you're not actually officially sort of ending the line, you're kind of opening things up. I know it gets a little confusing, okay? But you put a semicolon at basically the end of every line except for if statements, while statements, and so on when you're opening a pair of curly brackets. If I'm doing an inline one, then I do want to put a semicolon on the end, because it's just one complete line, it doesn't open a block of code, and I want to tell it to officially end, okay? Don't worry too much if you don't understand all the whys and hows of that, just understand the rules, get used to them, and you'll understand it when you need to, okay, basically. So anyway, sorry, a few tangents there, but basically, if our vertical speed is positive, then we set the first frame. If it's negative, then we set the second frame. Okay, and then that's our falling animation stuff done. In fact, we should be able to basically just see that working now if I run the game. So you can see if I jump now, it uses our jump animation, and if we fall, it swaps to our kind of falling sprite. Okay, so we're getting somewhere now. We've got a little bit of animation going on now. We just need, I don't know, but either way, image of every line except for if statements, while statements, and so on when you're opening a pair of curly brackets. If I'm doing our jump animation, we're getting somewhere now. We've got a little bit of animation going on now. We just need to sort out our animation for when we're on the floor, okay? So I'm going to make use of this else statement again, but this time with a block of code, okay? So if this condition returns true, so if not place meeting, etc., if that returns true, we do all of this stuff. But what if it doesn't return true? We can type else and do this stuff only when this isn't true, okay? So instead of just doing it afterwards where it would happen regardless, by putting it in an else statement, it happens only if this isn't true, okay? So this means we are touching the floor, okay? Because not place meeting x, y plus 1 wasn't true, okay? So we are touching the floor. In which case we want to set our image speed to be 1, because we want to be animating. All of our other sprites will want to animate, so we'll set image speed to 1. And then we're going to check to see if our horizontal speed is 0. So I'm going to say if HSP equals 0. I'm going to open another block and close the block. Okay, just going to press F12, pick up that space a bit more. So you'll notice I've done 2 equal symbols here when I check this, okay? The difference between writing 2 equal signs and a single equal sign is when you're doing a comparison, like you're doing an if statement, like you're asking GameMaker a question. You're saying, is horizontal speed equal to 0, you use 2 equals signs. If you're assigning, so you're saying image speed equals 0, so you're setting a property to be something else, then you use a single equal sign. Okay, so there's a difference between assigning, setting, and comparing or asking a question, right? Okay, it doesn't matter too much. GameMaker will let you get away with doing that, like if HSP equals 0, but it is bad practice. The reason I say it's worth doing things that are good practice is if you ever move on to into other programming languages where it does matter, you'll already have good habits in place if you do things properly from the beginning. Okay. So if HSP equals 0, so is our horizontal speed 0? And if it is 0, well, what on earth do we want to do? We want to set our sprite index to S player, which is our idle sprite. That's the default sprite we were using initially, because it means we're on the floor. And we're not moving anywhere, so we just set our sprite index to be our default one. And then we're going to open up another else statement. So I'm going to say else, open curly bracket, close curly bracket. Oh, and remember, of course, this should say equals 1. I forgot to put the equal sign in there. So if our horizontal speed is not 0, whatever we put in here is going to happen because this is our else statement. So if it's not 0, then we want to use our running sprite. Okay, so
Okay, let's test this out. Oh, it like glitches. Yo, this is sick. God, I gotta show my mom about this.
Finally, you've got some time to relax. But what to do? There's gotta be a better way to have some quality you time. Maybe all you need is something simple to enjoy. Try a long hot bath and chewing sugar-free extra gum. And make some time for yourself.
Okay, everybody, I'm back.
Long-lasting flavor. Chew extra gum.
Hey Spotifyers, click or tap the banner to listen to Mood Booster. Get
Plenty of coding
Paid for by
made
President.
this
Check your voter registration
masterpiece.
Hey Spotifyers, click or tap the banner to listen to La Lista Pop, the top Latin hit tracks of today. Brought to you by our friends at Xfinity Mobile. Switch and save with Xfinity Mobile today.
Alright, but first of all, I'm going to enter room 1. I listened to. Oh. Alright, first of all, I'm going to delete these. Because I haven't fixed that yet. Oh, that's something I should fix. It's like going inside of the wall, but in reality, it's not actually going inside the wall. Check the ends. Okay, hold on. Alright, I'll definitely save it into my asset folder. Battle for Objects is coming soon. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and center them. Oh god, there's no. Okay, I have to do this normally. Okay, so we go like that. And just entirely get rid of that black. Then paint bucket. There we go. Okay, so okay, I'm going to go like size. Size. 150. 170.
They're celebrating a touchdown, and they're celebrating a touchdown like you scored it yourself. He's on the 30-yard line, the 20, the 10, touchdown! Making a mistake? Chill out with Snickers ice cream. Snickers ice cream bars are made with 100% real peanut butter ice cream, smooth caramel, crunchy peanuts, and covered in a chocolatey shell. Buy now at your local retailer. Snickers ice cream may induce heavy levels of chill. Avoid operating heavy machinery after consumption.
Just studying at home. How hard could it be? You just gotta ignore the outside world. And stop getting distracted by all the things you're going to do afterwards. Maybe you need a little help to stay in the zone. Try putting on some chill tunes and chewing sugar-free extra gum, so you can get back into the moment with long-lasting flavor. Chew extra gum.
Alright, so I'm gonna do something really quick. I'm gonna go grab a drink of water. Alright, I'm back. That's some good numbers. That's some good numbers, Carlo. I'm reading the chat. That sounds like Super Mario Bros. It is. It's a me, Mario. What? It's a me, Mario. I'm still here just playing Melon Playground. Yeah, Melon Playground's fun. I have that. I downloaded it, and it's still there in my iPad. Hello. Hello. You want to see my game so far? Sure. Oh. I just reloaded my stream instead of launching my game. Hold on. Right, look. It actually has. It's unfinished, so there are a few bugs. For example, the texturing. Texturing is a bit off.
There's gonna be more levels. There's gonna be more levels, correct?
Yeah, there's gonna be like at least 8 levels.
Dang, you should do like 20. Honestly.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna progress.
Probably should. Yeah, I'm gonna make a lot of progress on this game.
What, can I try to play the game? I want to try to beat the game. It's not finished. Like, it's not even basically started.
Yeah, it's like, this is really it. Okay, so the controls are these two things. Okay. Space bar. And that's it, because there's only a jump for now. So we can try to work it out now.
Ouch. At least.
You can press them both at the same time. Oh, wait.
Does it support controller?
It might.
Does it go? Is it able to go that way yet? Oh.
Yeah. Look, he's
Can I try?
moonwalking.
Can I try? He can moonwalk. Can I try?
Yeah.
Like you need to make him
figure
like
out the controls.
you need to make him another animation so whenever he goes backwards.
How do you like run? No, I don't need to do that. I'm pretty sure there is no run yet. But I don't even need to do that.
You should make a game like Call of Duty.
Well, like when I don't know how to make 3D games.
I do.
When I jump, like it goes into the wall.
I do.
That's a glitch.
I do. I just don't know how to start a game.
Alright.
Me not that. Chat's barely saying crap.
Yeah. Game over for parents. Where?
Hey chat, what y'all have for breakfast today?
For us, like all 3 of us, nothing. Yeah.
Not well, at least yet.
Well, Jackson's been getting like a lot of subs.
Chat, type in chat whatever you ate for breakfast.
And if anyone's on, no, that's 4 people. But guys, if you want daily lives, Jackson is the person. I don't do daily lives. I just do live often.
Yes, okay. Sprite index equals S player. Ah, that's fine. Okay, that's our running sprite. So if speed is 0, idle sprite. If it's not 0, running sprite. Alright. That's more or less it. If I press F5, there is one thing we still need to do, but we'll see that in a second. So if I land, you can see I jump, I fall, and if I run, I actually use a running animation. Now the only problem is, if I move left, I don't face the right direction. Oh, and you can also see that layering stuff we did earlier is working as well, because we show up over the top of the walls. So now the last thing we need to do to really sort of finish this off is make it so we actually face the correct direction, okay? So how on earth do we do that? Well, you'll notice all of my sprites face to the right. Maybe I should have pointed this out earlier in case you're following along and designed your own sprites, but whenever you're doing anything where you think you're going to have to flip a direction or change rotation, even if you're doing top-down sprites, always design the sprite initially facing to the right. Okay, that's very good practice. You'll see why later. But because we have all these sprites facing to the right, what I could do is draw a separate sprite having him face to the left, especially if I had stuff on him that wasn't going to mirror very well, like he had a letter or word on his chest or something like that, then maybe I would want to design a proper left-facing sprite. But because he looks like this, I can pretty much just flip him left and like flip him horizontally, and I'll probably get away with that. It'll look okay. So that's all I'm going to do, rather than actually making another separate sprite. So how do I do that? Well, there's a property, another green word we can use. Oh, not in here. We'll just do it after this whole section. Called image x scale. Okay. Image x scale determines our horizontal scaling of our sprite. Okay. If we set it to, it's kind of a percentage sort of based thing, or a multiplier based thing. So if it's 1, that's like 100%. So 100% scaling. That's our normal default scaling. He'll draw at the same size as the sprite. If we set it to 2, I can show you what that looks like. If we set image x scale to 2, we'll see that we've got a super wide horizontal sprite. Okay, it's just gone a bit fatter. And you can change y scale as well to scale and.
Okay, so. Whoa, that looks like a lot. That looks like the Super Mario Bros. Or something. Super Mario Bros. 64, like backwards long jump. That would be kind of cool, actually. Oh, wait, that's good. This could be actually kind of cool. That could be cool. It's like, oh, you know what I'm gonna do? Oh, I know what I'm gonna do next. Go into, that's gonna be like the running and then you jump animation thing. What kind of coin do you draw? Here, let me make a sort of like, let me make like a fast draw of what the coin should look like. Just a quick draw, really quick, just to show Carlo.
you've got some time to relax. But what to do? There's gotta be a better way to have some quality you time. Maybe all you need is something simple to enjoy. Try a long hot bath and chewing sugar-free extra gum. And make some time for yourself while everything else fades away with long-lasting flavor. Chew extra gum.
Celebrate Def Jam's 40 years of history, legacy, and impact right here on Spotify.
Hey Kyla, you recognize this?
Vertically, but we don't need that. The interesting thing about this being a multiplier is if we set it to a negative number, so I set it to -1, he'll face the other direction. So you can see now he's facing to the left, just constantly. It just horizontally flips the sprite. Okay? Oh, and a semicolon on the end should be there as well. But we want to do this based on whether or not we're moving left or right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type if HSP is not 0, okay, because we don't want to change our direction if we're not moving, we just want to leave it at whatever it was before. Image x scale equals sum.
Sonic Speed Simulator right here. It's Sonic Racing, not Sonic Speed Simulator.
Sine HSP, because you can remember sine of anything returns 1 if it's positive, -1 if it's negative.
Alright, what does this do? Oh, spin. Sonic Art is not on Roblox. I'm gonna fix up my sprites. Oh, there is a remake on Roblox? Okay. Interesting. I didn't know that. I'm gonna make another Okay, oh, was that it? Oh, wait, is it fixed? Not really. It's looking better, but
T-Mobile 5G internet keeps getting better. Boost your connection to harder-to-reach places with Home Internet Plus and get internet right where you want it.
With Wi-Fi that reaches the attic, I finally have a home office.
Get a free upgrade to T-Mobile Home Internet Plus while supplies last. Home Internet Plus starts at $50 a month with autopay and any voice line. Check availability at T-Mobile.com/homeinternet.
During congestion, customers on this plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using greater than 1.2 terabytes per month due to data prioritization. After $20 bill credit plus $5 per month without autopay, debit bank account required. Regulatory fees included for qualifying accounts. $35 connection charge applies.
Trying to stay focused in class? Harder than you think. The noise, the friends, the schoolwork that hasn't quite made sense yet. There are distractions everywhere. Maybe you need a little help to stay in the zone. Try taking a moment with some deep breathing and chewing sugar-free extra gum. And get back in the moment with long-lasting flavor. Chew extra gum.
right. Debugger. I want the game. It's been broken because it's still in the wall, but yo, you guys want to see my game now? I still think this is looking really good. You know what? You know what? You know what? You know what? Fine. I'm not giving you guys Pizza Tower. No. I'm giving you guys into. I will give you into. The coin is going good. Let me see it. Oh, it looks better. Okay, that's fine. I need a. We'll see. I know I'm gonna pull this off camera so you guys can't see some of this stuff. Save. What is it onto App Store? Not yet. It's only PC for now. It's only PC for now.